So, as we open towards the end of the year, winter has settled in over the United States. The year is 1995, and it has been truly a terrible year for humanity as a whole. In the beginning of the year, we've had rumors of Russian military moving against unknown rebels within its northern regions. But while rumors and investigations upon that were ongoing, they were swiftly blown away as a tragedy occurred. The city of Culiacan in Mexico was, for lack of a better term, reduced to nothing, alongside its over 800,000 people. And what come to be remembered as one of the greatest tragedies in human history. Shortly followed by mass panic, people scared, looking for answers, governments seemingly unable to provide anything of worth. About a month later, the official announcement was made. As the world's most powerful countries came together and, well, they presented an explanation, at least some sort of explanation, although quite hard to believe under any other circumstances. But now they exposed several conspiracies that were, were being suspected for some time from more fringe circles, but now they gained government authenticity and confirmation. Individuals gifted, or rather, for some people cursed, powers that make them highly dangerous, are in fact a reality. These rifts, magical, strange phenomena that defy the laws of known physics, are not just a conspiracy anymore, no, they are reality. They've been happening for decades now. And it's just getting worse. But a new organization has been formed. The Strategic Threat and Operations Response Management, meant as a joint partnership between the US and the Soviet Union, better handle these sort of crises. And this organization was founded almost at the same time as the so-called Rift Accords were signed, a series of several treaties between the founding members: the US, the Soviet Union, China, Germany, the UK, France, and Brazil, as these countries decided to not only pull their resources together, but begin cooperating on a larger scale than ever before, try and minimize casualties from these incidents, and try to rebuild their citizens' faith and hope in the future. Not everyone buys the official narrative, this comforting worldview that all you need to do is to just lie down and accept the wisdom of the state. Politicians, the bureaucrats, they will keep you safe, of course, from superpowered individuals, from vampires, from God knows what's coming out of the ocean nowadays. So people began digging, people began talking. The age of early internet, forums, these grassroots movements began taking well, gaining some momentum, as there are those who don't believe the government, and they have plenty of good reason not to. And, well, today marks the inauguration of the first radio show, named itself Information Wars. As you are on the front line of the war with the media, no longer bound to corporate conglomerates and state approved news, or something different, something more authentic, something meant to, well, tell things as they are instead of what they would like you to. To host this new show, discuss the news from a different perspective. Two people with a bit of pedigree and maybe experience within these circles. Trustworthy news anchors, journalists, people who are, well, who are untainted and uncorrupted by this system. Sir Esteban O'Bannon, Sir Rex Jonas. You two are humanity's best hope for freedom right now. You two have been entrusted the mission of, well, you can't fight these things physically right now. At the very least, don't let them take control of the language as well. Win the culture war. You cannot win the physical one. So you two have been brought to this sort of studio. Not the most luxurious and, well equipped one, but it suffice for now. Is there anything you'd like to do or talk before the show starts?
I think Esteban would, before the show starts, he'll talk with Rex Jones, which Mac, I can't help but notice. I'm looking at your name on Discord. What? Where is Mr. Rex?
I'm running.
Can't believe this. I don't think this guy's a professional grunt.
I forgot my name tag.
We don't need professionals. We need authentic people here.
That's true. Fair people make mistakes. God damn it.
But listen, like he'll talk to Mr. Jones. He'll say, "All right, Mr. Jones. Listen, I heard a bit about you, but what's your actual experience?"
Son of a proud son of Texas. Family has lived for a long while and immigrated back 150 years ago. Proud businessman, entrepreneur. What are you dealing with a true professional here?
That's what I like to hear.
You notice it both but humble, I must say. It'll do.
I saw it out. I started out with worse when I entered into political consulting.
As next will look like. Consulting, you from from DC or like from Houston? Where the fuck are we? Actually, geography. Where the fuck are we actually?
Well, it's actually a good point. You know what? You listen. Surprisingly enough, you are situated within New York.
Yeah. Are you from the swamp or you're a swamp dweller?
State politics mostly. I did do a few, did some federal work, but nah. Ain't no room for people like us there.
Yeah, I was about to say, fuck DC fucking stinks, brother. Even if you can survive in the swamp, it'll grind you down and turn you into a monster eventually.
Why do you think I got out?
Amen, brother.
So, Mr. Jones, ready to start the show?
Let's get this ball rolling, baby.
So you'll see. Oh, you have one assistant to help you out with your technical problems. A certain Matthew guy. He's young, late 20s. He like walks in and says, "Okay, did you ready? We go live in 5."
Yep, ready.
Alright, yeah.
As you the countdown goes by and you are live. First show of InfoWars. Live from West Bronx.
Yeah, as Esteban will speak, will speak into the microphone. Hello there, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, to the inaugural episode of the only radio station in the United States that's going to tell you the actual truth. What's going on out there nowadays. I'm Esteban O'Bannon, and joining me here is my co-host, Rex Jones.
That's right, people. And you'll be only getting the raw truth from us. It may be dirty, maybe scary, but I think it'll be filtered it won't be filtered through for dirty politicians and backroom dealings.
Absolutely. As what is the agenda today, Grump?
Well, listen, there's been some disasters that the state has clearly tried to spin in a positive light, but clearly there's more to this. This is all very convenient, isn't it? So the first thing on your agenda would be to discuss the biggest fucking catastrophes this year.
As Esteban will say. Now, ladies and gentlemen out there, I want to start us with an overview of the biggest crisis that has happened. That's hit the world. I'm sure you all remember. Well, I'm sure you remember what Culacan was before it got wiped off the map. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you something. The timeline. How fast Rift Accords were signed, how fast these people had the answer, how fast things like Storm got together. They sure had a lot of answers, didn't they, ladies and gentlemen? Almost like I don't think they were caught off guard. I don't think they were unaware. I think they knew the danger. And I think they let it happen. What do you say, Mr. Jones?
I mean, also, I want to remind people, of course, Culacan was, of course, the big, was the one of the biggest casualty count, but I do want to remind people that before that, there's also some, what do you think, actually, have you heard the, that's not, I personally don't read, luckily here in America we have free speech and brave citizen journalists out there, so it's harder to hide military movements, but actually a few, when was the Vampire War exactly, Grant, by the way? Like the Soviet, what was the Soviet vampire operation? The mysterious anti-rebel operations, right?
Yeah.
When were those again?
Well,
they long
beginning of the year.
Also 1995?
Yeah.
Oh damn! Actually, perfectly. Yeah, the lines are perfectly. So, but much darker place of the world. Not sure if you. The Soviets said the Russians. They did move around with a lot of tanks. Rather tactically. Almost like they were preparing for something, muzzling their own internal descent or what little remains there. God knows what other special operations were done before, might be much more subtly.
You bring up a good point there. Mr. Jones. That. Whoa! Take a look at the nations that signed the Rift Accords. Take a look at all these different nations suddenly deciding to shake hands, and my co-host here is right. Even before Culacan, they were moving men, moving troops, covering things up. Hey, John, do you really think this? Do you think the Soviet Union and the United States would just like that, bury the hatchet, agree to this super national organization, hand over their parts of their sovereignty to it? No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to mince the words. Two superpowers in the world today have been subverted from the inside. We always knew the Soviet Union was a totalitarian, authoritarian state, dictatorship. Shouldn't be any surprise they'd sign on with this. I want you to think about that. The United States, your government, the beacon of freedom, it gave up without a fight. Its leaders gave up without a fight. Now, what happened in Culacan, whatever happened in the Soviet Union, everything happening today, I imagine that's probably makes a lot of you afraid. You don't have to be ashamed of that. Because fear can be a good thing. Fear tells you something's going wrong. Fear tells you something's not right. If you keep listening to us, ladies and gentlemen, we'll give you the truth you need. Pull the wool from the eyes. Pull the curtain back on this. Pull the curtain back on the wizard pulling the strings, and you'll get we'll have the information we need. All leaders may have given up, but we won't.
And we'll teach these globalist fucking bastards who's in charge of their destiny.
Damn right we will. Because we were born a free people in a free country. And all leaders may have given up. But we can't. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, nothing. I just my fingers actually comedically slipped on the alt on the alt key.
Grant, after that, Esteban is going to shift a bit as he'll say. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a little worrying. I won't lie to you. But wasn't it worrying? Wasn't it wasn't it scary when your grandfathers saved Europe from Nazi tyranny? Wasn't it frightening when your great-grandfathers and their fathers saved France and Britain during the First World War? Wasn't it frightening when your ancestors fought to free this country so it could be the beacon for the rest of the world? We're going to have to do it again, ladies and gentlemen. And just like every time in the past, our enemy seems overwhelming. But let me tell you here, Storm is a machine, and machines can be broken.
Just like your great grandfather wasn't afraid of the red coats. Don't be afraid of the fucking black shirts either. We beat him at Valley Forge, and we'll beat him today again.
There. I will say, yeah. After that, I think Esteban is going to talk a bit more about the make the case circle around and make the case for the cover up. Though I'm not sure exactly how to put that into words.
Yeah. Matt will stop and say, I think we have our first scholar. Wish to take the call?
Of course, put him through.
Let the people speak.
Put you through this. I'll say, hello? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, son.
Best we can.
So first of all, I'd like to congratulate you on getting this off the ground. Uh, um,
Might appreciate that.
yeah, you keep going. It's just like cuts off.
As listen, as Esteban will after he hangs up, Esteban say. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we need. That's a man who knows in his heart. He might struggle to find the words. He might struggle to vocalize it, but that's a man who knows in his heart the righteous cause when he sees it. Just know, no matter where you are out there, whether or not you're in the United States or if you're a listener hearing us from across the pond or across the border, you're not alone out there.
Okay. Like we're having a second caller. Patch them.
Yep. Let's hear him.
Hey, this is Jimmy. I wanted to get like I wanted to see what you think about this. They say like vampires are now amongst us.
Yes, Esteban will say. Esteban will say, you know, Jimmy, a year ago, I'd say that'd be crazy. But a year ago, over 800,000 people weren't dead. Over a year ago, powers of the world weren't colluding together. As Esteban will continue.
Yeah, I was like, continue for now, and then Rex will. This movement game. No, continue for now, Esteban, then Rex will explain this.
As he'll say, so I guarantee you, they probably exist. Literal bloodsuckers to join the metaphorical bloodsuckers. And I guarantee you, just like with everything else, they knew about it. Hell, I promise you, they're probably working with them. Why wouldn't they?
I don't think they're just working with them, my friend. I think they always were amongst them. And I'm gonna be honest, that's I won't be surprised in a few years they're gonna come out like, we are victims, we have a few good ones. We have to be please don't donate blood to our blood bank so we can avoid being innocent or whatever. If they do that, remember, it's all fucking bullshit.
But like, what are we supposed to do about? How can we like protect ourselves?
Esteban will say, the way you protect yourself, friend, is you need to find like-minded people. And listen, they're going to take advantage of these disasters. One by one, they're going to strip your rights. Your rights to defend yourself, your rights to organize. When that happens, you need to be ready to resist. So you want to protect yourself? You want to protect other people? Keep your gun. Get one if you don't have it. Find other like-minded people. Prepare. Train. And be ready for the long haul. fight like this ain't gonna be easy. When we come out the other end of it, we're gonna see that better world. We're gonna see that city on the hill.
Aye. God bless both of you.
God bless you and God bless the United States of America.
God bless.
That's all blows off. And Matthew will say, pick up a bit, listen. Is a bit unsettling, no? Think about it, we've been losing rights some while now.
Oh yeah, don't get me fucking started on the fucking states' rights. Holy shit! But the electoral college could have abolished like
It's
the
gone.
80s, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
I was asking when, basically. I know it was gone, but when? Like in the 80s, I think, or like late 70s. I'm not sure how early that was.
Check. It was in the 70s.
Yeah, I say, don't get me fucking started on the states' rights. Holy shit! Remember back in the 70s when they said, we need more democracy. That's why we need to remove the electoral college, founding institutions of this country. Again, the example I brought with the Russian tank, that was more obvious shit, but they were working on this for a while. Suppressing your votes, drawing funny lines on maps. It's all bullshit. In fact, they remember when the news anchor said on like fucking CNN or whatever that it's to give cities equal rights. No, it's bullshit. What they want is they want to herd people into megalopolises, like little rat cages. Control them, feed them fucking the slop like in a trough, like a fucking animal. Centralized information flow. I want to remind people, just like what we told Jimmy a few minutes ago. Decentralization is power. Do your own research, people, and
We'll say. But we have another caller. He'll patch that one through. Howdy there, folk. Mighty fine day to talk to you.
Howdy there, partner.
Listen, I just wanted to say, I think it all started to go downhill in '78. Mark my words, it was beginning of the fall. I'm not right what happened to them good folk gunned down in the streets.
Just to clarify, he's talking about the assassination of Reagan, and as Esteban will say, they knew Reagan was going to win. They knew he was going to win, and they knew that if he got in the White House, he'd blow the lid on everything they were doing. Not just Reagan. His vice president too. H.W. Bush. Man was the head of the CIA. You don't think that man didn't know what was happening? That man realized what was happening. That man realized the infiltration that was happening in this country right under our noses. I guarantee you, he and Reagan were gonna blow the whistle on the whole thing. And I guarantee you, they're not the only people they killed. Their deaths aren't going to be in vain. And let me tell you, they're martyrs. And there's going to be justice for them, justice for everyone in Kulakan, justice for everyone they've silenced, they've killed.
As the caller will say, "Damn right, those fucking Jew," and she just gets cut off.
Thank you, Jamie.
I think we lost the connection.
That's nice to hear, a fellow Texan patriot. Shout out to all my fellow cowboys out there. Keep keep fighting for the Lone Star.
Matthew will say, "This is weird if you think about it. Not just those two assassinations. It's just after that everything seemed to kind of cascade into it. No."
Those were not the only two assassinations, I'll tell you. Those were the most public one, but listen, when's the last time a Republican ever won? Blue wave ever since.
Feels a bit manufactured.
It all is. It all is. That's what they do. That's the playbook. It's always been the playbook for establishing tyranny. You create a crisis. You make people terrified. You chip it away bit by bit. No one ever wakes up one day. You don't ever go one day from 1926 Germany into 1933, the Reichstag's burned. It's always a slow process. They'll take everything you've got one day at a time. By the time you realize you've lost it, it'd already be too late. Let me promise, right now, it ain't too late. But if we wait another year, certainly another 10, oh, ladies and gentlemen, it might be.
It's like, just remember, when you boil the frog, you can still crawl out of the, fuck, my English is escaping me. No. You can still crawl out of the pot. Just remember, don't get comfortable in it. No matter what the lies they sell you, safety, security, stability. Also, those are just big words meant to incapacitate you. It'll be hard, it'll be tough, but keep fighting the good fight.
Like we have another one. This one from LA.
All right, we'll put him through.
Hey, good evening. That's I suppose congratulations for your starting show, but I wanted to ask a couple of questions. What do you base all these accusations on? It seems like you're just saying things.
Esteban will say. It's a great thing you ask that. Before I hosted this radio show, before I was a journalist, I worked a bit in politics. I worked a bit in state politics. I even went to DC a few times. Let me tell you, friend. Everything things I'm talking about, I saw it with my own eyes, heard it. Representatives getting threatened, people getting bribed. Few representatives, they were a bit too stubborn. Other people in DC were a bit too stubborn. accidents or crimes didn't get solved. I won't lie to you. Right now, this is stuff I've seen with my own eyes, a few reports I've seen, a hunch. But I believe it with my full chest. And mark my words, if you want to doubt, I can get that. Shouldn't believe me just because I say it, just like you shouldn't believe Storm and the government just because they say it. But you keep your ears open. When that truth comes out, when the evidence comes out, it's never too late. It's never too late to believe.
But I do have a question because I want to bring something up.
Yes.
Remember the first Fishman disappearance, like the fuck, I forgot, Madison. Madison.
Yes.
I said that's a popular conspiracy theory, right?
It is one of the conspiracy theories that there's like local fishing villages that get attacked, disappeared.
Yeah, and I remember Madison did just like disappear basically overnight. What was the official explanation granted by the state government? Like nature storm?
Well, listen. It was a deadly disease that like fucking ravaged the town, and they had to like contain it.
Okay, as Alex Jones will bring up, unlike Astor or Ban over here, the fucking I know you're a DC swamp creature. Alex Jones, a man of true facts and theories, as you'll say. Also, my Californian friend, I'm not sure if you remember back in the 60s, you know what happened in Madison, Indiana? I remember they said a radical disease had wiped out an entire town, but only one single town. Sound familiar?
I think yeah, it was on like on the news a bit.
Yeah, it's damn convenient that this hyper deadly disease that killed an entire town within the span of a week didn't spread, didn't jump over.
Well, then they say they like contained it, and like it was spreading, but it wasn't as bad.
Then Esteban will cut in. Esteban will cut in. I personally think it's mighty weird that this new disease suddenly appeared, isolated, and then just never comes back.
Especially that deadly. Again, do you believe the government was? I know there were other outbreaks before. I guess the CDC really clocked in on that one. Really put in their all.
Well, the government has been like doing a better job now since the early 80s. It's don't you live in like a city that was reformed, like the police, public services?
I do live in a city that had a sudden spike in the murders of cops during a gang war, but only certain cops. Miraculously, it's only the cops that had issues with new elites that wanted to come in and throw around their weight. Do you think they started off with killing presidential candidates?
Hasn't like crime decreased?
Crime has decreased. Reported crime. But you look around, they've just moved it behind closed doors. I guarantee you, in New York, they didn't get rid of the criminals. They got rid of the cops. And the criminals, they were made cushy offers. They keep their business out of the public eye. It doesn't get reported. And they get to go on making their money. Meanwhile, I ask you, friend, come to New York. Stop poking your nose around. Ask the wrong questions in the wrong place. But I guarantee you, the murder rate isn't going to go up. But you won't go back home. End up just like those cops they killed.
Don't you host the... As it just gets clicked off. Looks like we lost the connection. I'm just gonna pick up a new one.
As this one will say, ladies and gentlemen, we're operating in a secret location. We're ready to bug out at a moment's notice. Let that be known. Myself, my compatriot, Mr. Jones, our good friend Michael. Rest assured, even if they don't charge us with a crime, we're putting our lives on the line here. If they killed cops, if they killed presidential candidates, if they killed business leaders, they'll kill us for this if they find us. They get their hands on us. But that's not going to make me stop. I know even if I die, there'll be another person there to pick up that torch of liberty. Even if there's just one of us left, that torch doesn't go out.
Matthew will say. It's true. We have another caller from Tampa, Florida. Patch him in, as he'll say. Hey! Good to hear somebody finally doing something about all this fucking nonsense. But don't forget. They fucking took over the government. Even here, it's absurd. They charge me now. They put taxes on everything. It's unaffordable now.
Oh, it's horrible. It's because they're fucking communists. They want to put you out of business, son. Replace you with a big steak. Fucking whatever the fuck they have over there.
They want to, if you don't have any money, if you don't have any connections, if you're terrified of the outside world, that's what they want you to do. They want you to hunker down in a little bunker and get on the government teat.
I have a cousin of mine, good fucking doctor, put out of business because of these fucking welfare programs. You know how little they pay their fucking people? Fucking scraps.
Cocks in the machines. That's what they are. They have to maintain.
Well, Esteban will say, well, that's the point of those programs. Get people like your brother out, get their own people in, and then when they control the hospitals, when every doctor's answering to them, and every doctor is there to make sure to tell you that, you're worried about nothing. Oh, you're anxious, you're stressed out. So what they're going to do? They're going to prescribe you. They're going to prescribe you drugs. Drugs to calm you down, calm the nerves, make you complacent. You know what's going to happen if you don't take those drugs?
God, do you
Get
think...
instituted.
Oh my god.
That's why, son, you should go to your brother and tell him keep operating. Now, listen, you can't put a clinic on the front door because otherwise their legions will come to you and like complain. But
No. My friend here is right. I know I told people to arm themselves to get ready. Train with other people, build a network. There's a lot more that comes from network than just the willingness to fight. People like your brother, people like your cousin. People like that, let me tell you, they're going to be important. It's one thing to have the will to fight, but people like doctors, people who have other skills, they're going to make sure that will to fight stays strong, patch up the wounds, fix what gets broken. We're all in this together, and we're all going to have to contribute. So if I'm going to tell you that, I'm going to tell everyone else out there. If you know people with those skills, talk to them. Do what you can to convince them. Let them know the danger we're in, that they're in. And if you've got free time, if you've got the means, you've got the time, learn those skills too if you can.
I'm telling you, homeschooling has to be the future, people. Don't trust the school curriculum. Don't let your kids, especially the poor children, don't let them grow into this fucking bullshit.
Oh, damn right. And listen, one last thing before I let you guys go. I went to some of these new like public hospitals. It's a fucking like the garbage. The place looks like shit. The service is shit. The nurses are rude to you.
Of course, if the state provides for you, you don't need competition. There's no point to improve.
God keep you, as he'll close off.
May God keep you safe, my brother down south.
Matthew will bring up another point. He'll say, certainly feels like they are hasn't stopped, right? It just feels like they're just upping the welfare programs, choking out businesses.
Well, of course. Now, that's the second part of every authoritarian regime that's established itself. It's the bread, and it's the bread. You put up the dole for the people, the unemployed, for the people who end up unemployed, or the people who you put out of business, that you make so that they couldn't do anything else. So you do that. A lot of the people won't realize you did it. A lot of the people will think it's just a bad situation, you're helping them. And even if they realize, even if they know what you're doing, it's a hell of a lot harder to revolt against somebody if they got you by the food. Risk starvation. There's a lot of people who aren't going to be willing to risk that if they actually establish this the way they want to.
And I will say, even in these dark times, there is a bit of a very slim glimmer of light, but there is. They're growing complacent, and I think they're getting arrogant. They think they've won. That's why they're picking up the pace. But people, but here's the beautiful thing. One of the good things. The new generation that they're going to be trained to be fed by these by big daddy state, by these welfare programs. They'll be weak, but if you maintain your independence, if you live on your own like a real man, you'll come out hotter. Hard times create strong men. And if you weather the storm long enough,
Matthew
we'll
will
miss.
bring up something I'll say. This is a weirdo, I'm sure coincidence if you look at it. At the same time that they pushed a lot of these programs and reforms, seemingly pushing a lot of, I mean, for the gay rights, and now feels like they're kind of targeting churches now.
Well, of course they are. Soviets cracked down on religion. Even the Nazis. They made sure the church was nice and compliant. Priests who weren't also got sent to the camps. Because they know a church, a temple, that's a site of community. It's a site where people come together, especially during hard times. So that's the first thing you need to do, is cut out that vital sanctuary for people. And they're going to do it in hard and soft ways. We've seen it. They're going to use legislation to punish priests for speaking at the pulpit, for talking about the Bible, for actually teaching what's in it. Simultaneously, they're going to tell everyone that we need to give up our spirituality. We need to give up our beliefs because our beliefs are incompatible with a modern age, a new age. An age of what? An age of tyranny, of decadence, of sodomy. Is that the age you want your children to grow up in, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen?
Just like the Romans, they may nail Jesus Christ himself to the cross, but well, we all know how that story ended.
You just think this is like a Soviet plot to like take over things?
Of course, they're godless communists. So no wonder. We're moving ever closer. They fucking tore down. Why do you think they tore down the wall? Because so it became nicer? No. Because there's no fucking difference anymore. They all play for the same team.
As Esteban will say, I've seen the United States changing a whole lot. But I don't know about you. I'm just seeing a whole lot of red over the East. Oh, they might claim they're going to reform, roll back tyrannical laws. Do you know why they're doing that? Because they realized things like that. That's a fool's game. When they were moving troops into northern Russia, people noticed that. That's a fool's game. People notice that. That makes them snap out of it immediately. So don't listen to any of that talk about reform behind the Iron Curtain. That's smoke and mirrors. It's the same system as before, and it's the system they're going to build in the United States, the system they're going to build in the United Kingdom, they're going to build in France, they're going to build in Germany, they're going to build everywhere. If we don't stop them. I mean, I want to point this out. You want to know how my compatriot, Mr. Jones here, has pointed out that they've gotten reckless, they've gotten careless, complacent, arrogant. How arrogant do you think they've gotten? Mr. Jones, I've got a question for you.
Of course.
What did Nazi Germany call its paramilitary unit?
I see what Chaco. Oh. The Stormtroopers.
Aye. The Schutzstaffel Storm Battalion. And what's the international organization that we're told is going to keep us safe as long as we listen to them, as long as we kneel down in front of them and show the backs of our fucking heads to their guns?
Storm, but with one lightning bolt scratched off, you know, can't be too obvious. It's okay, they're eventually gonna re-add it.
That's the only advantage we have, ladies and gentlemen. Our enemy, in their hubris, their arrogance, they think they've won. They think they've got everything in place and they just need to push a few more pieces and then it's over. But luckily, they moved too quick. They got sloppy. They made mistakes. We noticed, we saw. And now they're going to try to tell us not to listen to our ears, not to believe what our eyes see. We saw through the curtain. We saw the Wizard of Oz, ladies and gentlemen. Don't believe the man when he tells you to disregard what's behind the curtain.
Always do your own research, people. I still can. Trust your own mind before I take that away too.
I suppose I'll try to play a bit of devil's advocate here. But do you say that they still claim that the Cold War is over, though?
So Esteban's is going to laugh at that. Yeah.
I mean, they're right.
You can't have a Cold War with one side. And guess what? That one side is going to stamp the boot down on our faces. And I have to question. People are celebrating. The Cold War is over. That will make the world a safer place. I'm sure that's a good comfort to the 800,000 dead in Kulakan. How many ever dead in Northern Russia, whatever they were doing there? That's a cold comfort to people like Reagan, to Bush, to all the others. Safety built on a mountain of corpses. And it's not even safety. It's not even safety.
They're Satanists. Every time they need to pass a new law, a new regulation. Oh, there we go, another city wiped out. Just you wait, like what if they want to decide, I don't know, form the big Warsaw Pact, I don't know, Los Angeles. Sorry, that was a Rift incident. We need to declare martial law. That's what these are. Collateral damage. Pawns on a chessboard.
I mean, there have been several other official institutions confirming the existence of these rifts. What should people do about them, though? Then,
well, Michael, what people have to do about them. People have to do about them is we have to stick together. We have to learn, we have to stick together, and we can't give in to fear. Just because the threat might be real doesn't mean that the people who want to take your rights away, who want to take your children away, who want to strip everything you hold dear, doesn't mean they're any less real. And to that, I'd say the rifts, they're going to be a problem. They're going to be an issue. We're going to have to solve it. We're going to all have to figure it out. But Storm, I don't trust him one bit. I don't trust him one bit. So I generally do think they let Kulakan happen. I think they knew about it. They certainly were ready real fucking fast for almost every nation in the world that were at each other's throats just a few years ago to shake hands.
So I got
Maybe the next disaster, maybe the next rift, they'll stop it. Or maybe they'll decide that people are still questioning a little bit too much. They'll decide that they don't have all the laws they needed passed. Who knows what it'll be next time? Mexico City? Boston? Maybe they'll go big. Maybe it'll be New York, or London, or Paris. Wouldn't that shut everyone up? If millions of people just died. Wouldn't that be the best claim they could have, that there is nothing to do but to lie down and wait?
There's a scary thought now as you said it like that, but what's your opinion on these like individuals who have superpowers?
So Esteban will say, people with getting these abilities from these rifts. I'll be honest with you. My opinion on them? Well, you're going to see a lot of them in Storm. If Storm gets their way. You think Storm's going to let these people, what? Live a life? Go home? No, they're going to be soldiers, whether they want to be or not. So yeah, be scared. Be worried about them, because they can do a lot of damage. Don't forget that a lot of these people you could end up in the wrong spot. And then Storm's gonna be at your door, and they're gonna tell you that you need to come with them. So no, I think focusing on them.
Do you think they would go that far? Do you think they would just like go up at your door and?
Absolutely.
If they're willing to kill a person in the streets, why wouldn't they go to your door? I imagine they're not even gonna have to hide it. Oh, I guarantee you, soon enough there will be a law passed. There will be laws passed that will give them the right to know everything about you, the right to monitor you at all times. And if they think you're a danger to others, or you do something they don't like, oh, they'll find a reason. They'll find any reason.
It sickens me. God, in the future, especially they might start kidnapping children as well. So remind people, especially to those parents out there, that in case your child should get these abilities, do not hand them over to the man in the fucking fancy black suit. Remember, keep your family safe. You're the parent, not the fucking state.
Matthew will say, like they should just allow people to build their own sort of networks. It feels very weird that this is all like it as a military matter, even though these people are clearly civilians.
Because they want to turn them to fucking tools. They want to control them, brainwash them. It's not about their happiness. In fact, I bet your ass, if they could, they would remove their free will entirely. Turn them to little robots. This is why, in fact, I think you brought up a good point, Matthew. That's right. if you are born with extraordinary individuals, you should rely on your local. You should trust in your faith in your own local community, your family, your parents, and people who have more experience with these weird things. Talk to each other, and do not let the conversation be filtered through these people. Just
Yeah, looks like we have another call ready to go. As come on, and he'll say, "Hey, fellas, hope you're having a mighty fine evening."
Always a good evening when I can speak the truth.
Speaking of truth, listen, it's a damn shame what happened south in Mexico. Damn shame. You know what they're doing now? I live in Albuquerque. God, I can't like walk 10 minutes without seeing like more fucking refugee tents. What do I have to say about that? It feels like they're using this as an excuse to push weird laws. I mean,
oh yeah, no, you're onto it, brother. You're onto it. If we call population exchange, get people
You
moving.
got it right. They're gonna make disasters. And guess what? The refugees of those disasters have to go somewhere, don't they? That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna ruin these people's lives. They're gonna ruin their homes. And then they're gonna use those people's suffering to scratch off more of your rights out.
As I explained before, we're turning cities into fucking massive factory farms. And a factory farm needs to be filled to the brim with people. Or animals in their eyes. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Concrete prisons in a wasteland of death and despair. That's the fucking vision of the world they imagine.
All can't say. Damn right. And you keep reminding people, it's our country, not theirs.
That's right. That's America, baby, and we're gonna fight to defend it.
Yeah, as Esteban will say, we're gonna do the fight in our own country. America's for the Americans. Don't forget. If you're on here, if you're listening to this radio station, if you're in a foreign land, also under its tyranny, your country is yours too. They're going to use you as weapons. They're going to take your rights away, no matter where you're at. Fight for your homeland. Fight for your freedom of your fatherland.
Yeah, he'll pull off as Matthew will say. Speaking of the land, have you seen what they're now trying to propose? Shifting regulations and taxes on different types of foods.
Don't get this down to fucking GMOs.
Horses. If they outright ban this, if they want you to eat what they want you to eat, they want to control what you can eat, what you can put on your own plate. Most basic. Oh, they're going to say it's healthier. They're going to say it's better for you, but it's going to make you weaker. It's going to make you more tired. It's going to make you fatter. That's what it's going to do to you. Physically impair your ability to resist.
So it does seem like it will just like cost more. So I think I was just like, it'll be on the consumer to pay more. No.
Absolutely, they'll steal
Well,
the money for it too.
that too. And when that eats into your budget, when the costs when you finally hit that price hike that's too much for you, guess who will be right there to help you, right there to open up the pipe for you. The same people who drove you into fucking poverty.
They're trying to it was some representative I think spoke on the news a few days ago, saying they were trying to like transition away from corn syrup. That's gonna collapse several economies.
I mean, once the New World Order is finally established, there's no need for a world economy of boys anymore. Again, listen, it's what they're fucking been doing is better guns. The European Union's still going forward, by the way.
Yeah.
I said, okay, gotcha. Okay, just making sure. I'm sure if you heard about the shit they're doing in Europe, I think I'm not exactly not exactly an academic, but I think they call it the European Union. As these things evolve, they will try to group countries together, erase their national spirit until eventually, why don't we just have all one big happy family, one gray mass of one global union? And that's why I urge people, as my colleague said, do not forget your past, do not forget your heritage, and fight for your history. And do not let them erase it.
Looks like we have a caller right here from New York. Patch him on.
Hello from the the Empire State.
I'm calling to call bullshit on you. Yeah, that's right.
All right. Let's hear it.
Unlike them, we're not afraid to debate. Come on, listen, we're here. We believe in free speech.
I did listen. I remember how the city was like when the cops were all on the take, and listen, you can blame the shooting, but things got way better afterwards.
Things got better. That's worth giving up everything then. It's gonna lay down, roll over. Because let me tell you, your life's gonna keep getting better. To the moment they don't need that anymore.
I mean, how I don't.
Also, I want to point out, where was the trial for those cops? Oh, were some of them corrupt? Oh, most definitely. Where are their trials? You get accused of a crime, you get shot. Is that what we're doing now? Can I accuse you of a crime right now? Think about that.
Just
Think
close
about
off.
that. That's what I want to point out here, ladies and gentlemen. That's something else to point out. They're not just going to kill saints. Bad people are going to get targeted too. Bad people are going to get killed too. That doesn't make what they're doing right. Because even those people are doing crimes, even those people are doing something wrong. This is supposed to be a nation of law. We give people their day in court. We don't execute them in the streets.
I'm right, brother. We're civilized people, and they'll keep around people. If they can shoot them, they can shoot you too. If there's no trial, they can make up whatever facts. There's no need to make up facts. Just the accidents, disappearances.
Matthew will say, I don't know what that call was about, but there are like several accounts back from where the gang war happened, and people were terrified to walk the streets.
Listen, that guy was clearly a little confused. He was brainwashed by mainstream media. Let's do it. I don't blame the sheeple too much from being confused by the slop they eat. It's not their fault, really. They're blind to manipulate it and let into it hook, line, and sinker.
You're right. Gotta remember, everyone. People like that caller, they're gonna doubt you, they're gonna insult you, they'll even report you. But you're still fighting for them too. Because one day, ladies and gentlemen, if the light of liberty goes out, if we falter, if we fail, one day it will come. He'll wake up. He'll realize everything that's been taken from him. At that point, it's going to be too late for anyone. So don't forget, we're fighting for everyone. Even the people too blind to see what's happening.
You know, they say there was a priest that took it on his own to negotiate with gang leaders, keep shootings out of hospitals, churches, schools.
Cesspon will say, that's what Men of Cloth are supposed to do. They're supposed to they're supposed to help keep people safe, protect their communities, even if it puts themselves in harm's way. Now I wonder, how do you think that priest views the new laws that are put in place? The attacks on church and faith. I imagine he doesn't like it very much. I imagine the rest of you also shouldn't like it very much. But you gotta remember, gotta look to people like that as an example. You're gonna do the right thing. You're gonna help people. And it might seem like the universe itself is conspiring against you, gonna take things from you. But you gotta keep doing that right thing. Keep fighting the good fight.
Looks like we have another resident caller from our city. So he'll put him through. Say, hey, told that guy right off. Good job. He doesn't speak for us. Fuck that guy. And fuck the mayor too.
Amen, brother.
Nowadays I can't walk the streets without have the ability to defend myself. How is someone even gonna be able to, like, the city won't protect me? How do you people feel about that?
So Esteban will say, if they're willing to kill cops, they'll be willing to hurt other people. And you're right. The city, they might protect you if they feel like it. It's in their interests. But don't put much faith in the police anymore. In New York, and I imagine in most other major cities, they've been cleared out. The only way you're going to keep yourself safe is to be ready. It's not just yourself. If you see other people out there, you see them at risk, listen, it's going to be dangerous. But you can't let your fellow man just hang loose out there to be ready to become a pig, ready to be stuck. So no, keep your weapons. Stay armed. And don't fucking listen to anyone who says you don't have the right to defend yourself.
I'm fucking right. Keep up the good fight.
We will, brother. We will.
We will. We can't do it alone.
As we'll go on for another bit, as Matthew said. Well, this is all the airtime we can get for tonight. If there's any closing remarks?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll close with this, and we'll let my co-host have his own closing remarks. If you look at the news today, you're terrified. You should be terrified. You can't let that fear take hold of you. A little bit of fear, that's a good thing. That's the thing that tells you the hair is on the back of your neck standing up. The adrenaline. That's what tells you you're in danger. That's what tells you that you're going to need to get ready to fight. And we're going to need to fight. Because you can't run, you can't hide from this.
And I'll remind people, use your own eyes, your own ears, your own head. Don't trust what they say you. Always think for yourself.
This is Esteban O'Bannon and Rex Jones. This is InfoWars. We're signing off. Keep fighting that fight every single day. Victory is gonna come right when it's darkest. Don't give up hope.
As your show will go off, Matthew will take off the headphones, be like, "What? I think that was a good one."
That was a good first show.
Damn Californians and fucking Yankees, but yeah, I think it went great.
I could get a guest or two for next show. Have some people you want to interview? Just let me know if you have anyone in mind. There's a couple of people we could talk to on air.
Getting some guests on for an interview might be a good idea.
I have a few options here. Let me know what you think is best. Could bring on next time. The daughter of used to work at one of the large banks in the city, and he was gunned down in the streets, and a bunch of people are claiming that at the very least some form of secret service was involved.
That might be a good one. That'd be a good one. Like to see that little, like to see that cocksucker call back in and defend that one.
Sure. That's what the other one, sir.
Um, bring it's could also bring someone if you want that's a bit more opposed for more of a bit of a debate. We have a few professors from the local university. Seems to be a lot of well, they're like welfare reforms and economic policies. A lot of people advocating for them. Could also bring in one of the local clergy that have been more outspoken against the moral decay of the country.
Final thing for better still say. So go with the clergyman. And of the faiths and of the faiths as a certain authority with them. That man will. Listen, we can talk about what's happening at the church, and that's going to resonate with people. But he'll speak with an authority. Me and Rex just don't got.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of retarded when it comes to actual legal stuff. I think having a bit of someone official might be a bit better for stuff like that. I hope I didn't call too much country pumpkin.
No. As that's what I would say. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Listen, when it comes to legal stuff like that, I went to school for that shit. I can always dance around these fucking cocksuckers when it comes to the legal and the economic shit. But you keep with the arguments from the heart. That's can't just beat an argument logically. You gotta beat it morally too.
Good. Yeah, just gonna make my blood fucking boil when they ask me for my fucking sources. Fucking Poindexters.
Hey, think about it. If they win, they're going to be asking for the sources right as the god pushes them into the fucking furnace.
Like to see him. Obviously, so it'll be a fun fight to fucker. Yeah. That'll be a fun sight to see. But luckily, I don't think. But as far as that will be, I don't think we're planning to let them win. At least I don't.
Oh God, no. Well, back to it, Rex. What do you think? I'm thinking the priest, but
I kind of feel bad for the dame though. Of the guy who got shot.
Well, so I can talk with both. We can bring both on. Should be enough time.
yeah, double feature might be well. We talk about the mold decay, but we also point out to the people who thought that, listen, it's all worth it just because some bad people got shot. There's innocents that get left behind in that. Broken families get left behind and all that shit. But they want to justify that to the grieving fucking survivors.
I think that sounds amazing, wonderful. I think we got a double feature. Sounds great.
I'd say, well, suppose then I'll get going. Leave you two to it. Catch you next week. I'll have everything ready. We'll detail you the location and make sure everything is properly arranged.
See you next week, Michael.
Yeah, next week. Isn't it Matthew or Michael?
This is my Matthew.
Listen. Listen. Unfortunately, I think C Bannon. I think C Bannon in real life would just mispronounce people's names. Like,
That's true. So
all right, Michael.
We will just not use his actual name. That's a fun bit.
Yeah, he'll take his leave.
Fortunately, listen. I do in fact have Max Flaw in real life. I am actually kind of retarded.
Not sure if there's anything you would like to do.
I enjoy my go home and enjoy my Black Rifle coffee.
Yeah.
Listen here, Grunt. I have unlimited cash flow, so I imagine Rex Jones is in fact a businessman. But you see, Hate, they're not. But Rex Jones is a patriot.
You're the one who starts the brand.
I am. If I'm allowed to. And listen, I will plug them later in the show. I'll make sure to plug the merch like Alex Jones does. I am John Black Rifle. You're damn right. And yes, Alex Jones also. I do drink my own brand of coffee.
But yeah, no, listen. You can head home and unwind a bit. I'm not sure if there's anything any of you would like to do your free time, any side activities, stuff like that.
Listen. Esteban O'Bannon does take advantage of things like the Esteban O'Bannon does when he goes home. He does keep working. We're getting over like writing what year is it again?
1995.
1995. All right. Basically he keeps working at home he'll start writing letters to newspapers, like small newspapers that he thinks will be more agreeable, doing what he can, because he is still spreading the political game, basically.
Meanwhile, Rex Jones is he takes I cannot speak French. Noblesse oblige. I think. Anyway, Rockefeller philosophy seriously. And as a businessman, he will offer sponsorships to many young and up-and-coming journalists on the interwebs, which right now are under their infancy.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
that
You could host people who do small-time investigations.
Yeah. Basically, that's basically my bit. Also,
in the end, it's I just want to also focus on that. Actually, yeah. I've got the timeline a little bit retarded.
Mr. Jonas won't fetch throw money around.
Yeah, listen. And then, as well, you'll spend some money. You'll also probably give dividends in the future.
Do I remove cash physically or just like a...
No, listen. That's why you have the company accounts.
Ah, I see. Okay, gotcha. Making
You
sure.
do have, in fact, it's not infinite money, but might as well be.
But for the internet, I think essentially it's because like it doesn't take that much to sponsor these small-time
Yes.
journalists. So right there,
Like you have, in fact, millions of dollars at your disposal. You just
I got.
you can, in fact, sponsor a lot of them.
I will create the alt-right pipeline.
The alt-right pipeline, yeah.
And I'll build the lefty podcast.
Oh my! Oh my! I realized I know what Esteban O'Bannon would do. It's what Stephen O'Bannon didn't realize. I need to fucking stop the fucking intellectual dark enlightenment. I need to start cultivating fucking shit fucking people like your education, like students. I need to start get them prompted.
You gotta fucking cultivate Jordan Peterson.
I need to cultivate our own professors who can supply the journalists with the facts.
We're gonna focus on the student body then.
Yes, yeah, like play into their like their like up and coming like ambitious nature. Like, yeah, listen, your professors are obviously going to try to keep you down. They don't want you coming for their fucking tenure after all.
Yeah, listen. You'll be able to kind of start doing that. I'm gonna need like a speech roll from the both of you.
All right, I'll give mine, and I'll spend an adrenaline. Let's see, roll dice. Luckily, does Silver Tongue apply here?
Yeah.
There we go.
Now, are you a man of greed?
Well, the funny thing is I have Mastermind, so if I all in and fail, I can just re-roll. So, yeah, I am a man of greed. I am a man of greed. There we go. That's still a higher success. I'll take it. Listen, clearly God shows favor upon the righteous cause. God isn't Italian after all. That's what the Vatican is. I'm pretty sure.
Mac, I also.
Oh fuck! I will roll the speech roll. Yes. And listen, I also spend adrenaline on this. The alt-right pipeline needs to be big and strong. I assume does Silver Tongue apply, Grant? Or
yeah.
Alrighty.
There we go. There we go. Listen, my meme still applies, but Esteban the nerd, fucking doing actual journalism, and then Rex showing us.
Esteban the fucking loser, actually like building up this like network of people who can get like actual sound, like facts and like things that sound reasonable. Rex just getting the fucking YouTubers.
Oh, give me a second.
It's fine. It's fine, Zaz. Later we'll create Chapo Trap House and fucking Hassan in the lefty game.
We will. I will. Listen, in the lefty podcast game, like, don't forget, I'm Vaush, you're Hassan, and we're gonna force Jill at gunpoint to be fucking Destiny.
I can't believe this. Listen. Listen, Rex. As you go around, spend like the week, sort of talking with people over the internet, mailing, maybe even taking a few phone calls here and there, and giving out small amounts of money to sort of help out these sort of amateur journalists actually fund their investigations, and it's mostly a local thing. But listen, you have to start somewhere. But one day your phone is gonna ring.
He'll pick up. Howdy there, Rex Jonas speaking. How may I help you?
As you'll hear a woman's voice, I'll say, "Hey, my name is Sandra. I heard you were interested in well, sort of stories that they would like to, kind of keep hidden."
That I am, Sandra. You got something? You got something juicy for me?
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm like, but it's kind of big.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't say more. I got a. We can talk in person. How about your public cafe?
I'm too afraid. I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna drop you off a file with info.
Just tell me the spot and I'll pick it up.
She'll give you an address. As she'll say, I'll leave it behind some of the dumpsters in the nearby alleyway.
Right then. Godspeed, Sandra.
You as well. I heard your show. It's good work you're doing out there.
No. We're all doing our part just like you are.
God bless.
God bless.
So, yeah, listen, you can go by and what left you. As if you go to the address, and yeah, you'll see like a nearby alleyway with a bunch of dumpsters in, and as you'll have to sort of push them around, you'll see this large sort of envelope containing presumably many files as you like pick it up and go back home. I'll check what it is, as you'll be able to look over, and as you pop it open, you'll see these rather grotesque pictures of bodies that have been, well, really stabbed violently. As the pictures almost indicate a sort of ritualistic sacrifice. There's plenty of files attached to it as well.
Holy fucking shit! He'll probably meet the guy's close. Not look over him because I look at my cool. It's not good. Might actually barf a little bit because I assume we know these are like the fucking demon pictures from New York, right?
Yeah.
Before we close the files, fucking barf a little and.
With full like police records, and this is ooh.
A bombshell. Holy fuck. Listen, I need to call someone. I need to call my fucking nerdy business partner. Listen, Esteban is listen, he may not be a swamp creature, he's a patriot, but listen, I think he has friends who need to fucking hear about this.
Yeah, you can give him a phone call.
Yeah, this is O'Bannon speaking.
It's this Jonas, co-host from the show. Holy fucking shit! I just found the fucking scoop of scoops.
Hey, listen. Don't tell me over the phone. I'll be over.
Yeah, holy shit! You don't know.
Yeah, no, you can make your way to his apartment. As you'll find Mr. Jones looking a bit shaken up.
Well, bad, is it?
Fucking Satan, the actual blood sacrifices. Ain't for the faint of heart. I hadn't had the heart to look through all of them. I kind of avoided the pictures. fucking everything is laid out there.
Shit. Let me take a look at it.
I want to make copies, but I couldn't bother myself if I can actually flip them over the fucking, especially the pictures. Holy shit.
Yeah, like the files themselves look like something they would have probably like archived. They look authentic though.
Yeah, Esteban's gonna yeah, so still take a brief look at the photos and then just like focus on the rest of the report. Like, you're not joking, that.
I was
this-
fucking Satanist. I was fucking knew it. I was fucking. God, that don't feel great. Fucking being fucking vindicated doesn't feel good though.
No, this is good. This is good. This is shit we need.
I'm not sure if you're still fucking friends from your consulting days or saw something.
Most of them have been keeping their heads down, but I can reach out, see who's still got some spine left in them.
It's a fucking bombshell. Fucking safety my ass. God knows how many other fucking citizens around the world if they're fucking covering up or.
Listen, like I said, vindication's not right, but well, I do like being right. People will die, murder rate won't go up. No, this is a good fun. Whatever you're doing, keep fucking doing it.
Talking to people. Listen. They can't keep the shit hidden forever. You know, yeah, just to make sure they're distributed.
Oh yeah. We make sure people know about this. I'll get it to people I know, but we're also gonna need. Fuck, we're gonna need people. We're gonna need to get it to journalists. We're gonna need it online. We're gonna need this spread on multiple vectors. The radio, as print as much as we can, get it online, get people talking about it. They can't block everything.
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna be able to watch our fucking heads actually, because I think this might, I suppose, on an actual kill list.
They weren't trying to kill us. Means we weren't actually doing anything.
Yeah, you're right. Time to lift the fucking veil.
It's awesome. You will prepare